Todd Chrisley flips the bird at Chase. Why? Chrisley knows best. Patriarch Todd Chrisley flips the bird at his middle son, Chase Chrisley. The reason why may have some fans shaking their heads. Keep reading to find out what's going on between this father/son duo. Are Todd and Chase Chrisley on the outs? Sadly, it is no secret that Todd Chrisley has been on the outs with his older children, Kyle and Lindsay Chrisley, in the past. However, over time, it seems that things have gotten better for the reality television father and his oldest son. While Todd and Julie Chrisley still have custody of Kyle's daughter, Chloe, fans have seen Kyle spend time with his once-estranged family. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like things are getting better when it comes to Todd Chrisley's relationship with his oldest daughter, Lindsay Chrisley. Neither one of them seem to stay away from telling people that they don't have contact with each other. TV shows Ace even reports on speculation that Lindsay may even have a tell-all book in the works. So is the father of 5, 6 if you count Chloe, burning bridges with another child? Keep reading to find out. Todd Chrisley flips the bird at Chase. Why? Recently, Chase Chrisley took to his Instagram story to share a moment between him and his father. It looks like the duo is on a private jet. The candle entrepreneur shares that they're heading to the Super Bowl in the caption. When the short video is captured, it doesn't look like either party is too thrilled to be traveling. Chase is resting his head on his hand. As the camera pans, we see Todd Chrisley flipping Chase the bird. TV shows Ace recently reported that Chase Chrisley was heartbroken over the news of Tom Brady's retirement. Chase even tags the quarterback in one of his Instagram posts. The reality television star shares a photo of Tom Brady donning all 7 of his Super Bowl rings. Chase writes, "Thanks for all the memories, 12. There could be a chance that Chase Chrisley looks upset because he won't get to see Brady at the Super Bowl." When it comes to Todd Chrisley's reaction to flying to the Super Bowl, there are plenty of reasons why he could be flipping Chase off. For instance, Todd talks about many things on his podcast, Chrisley Confessions. However, the only time that comes to memory that he speaks about sports is when he talks about Grayson Chrisley's baseball career. So maybe the reason for Todd's disdain is that he just isn't into sports. What do you think about Todd Chrisley flipping Chase the bird? Why do you think Todd is making this gesture at his middle son? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Make sure to come back to TV shows Ace for more Chrisley Knows Best news. The dynamic between reality TV patriarch Todd Chrisley and his son Chase has long been a centerpiece of their public life, vacillating between exaggerated affection and high-octane confrontation for the cameras. Yet few moments have sparked as much bewildered discussion as an instance where Todd Chrisley was reported to have flipped the bird at his son Chase. This seemingly brazen act, so starkly contrasting with the image of the fastidious, controlling, yet doting father, requires a deep dive into the context of the Chrisley family's turbulent reality, particularly the emotional and logistical chaos that has surrounded them in recent years. Performing arts reality TV versus reality. The Chrisley Knows Best premise. To understand the potential weight of such a gesture, one must first appreciate the foundation of the Chrisley family's fame. Chrisley Knows Best was built on the premise of Todd's absolute, if eccentric, control over his family, especially his children. Chase, often portrayed as the rebellious, entrepreneurial son, and his sister Savannah were frequently the targets of Todd's dramatic pronouncements, rules, and meddling. The scripted charm. Much of the show's comedy derived from Todd's over-the-top reactions to Chase's schemes, love life, or minor missteps. The on-screen relationship was characterized by playful, almost theatrical, tension, never genuine, bitter hostility. The paternal brand, Todd's entire personal brand, meticulously crafted and maintained, revolved around him being a moral, if financially flamboyant, authority figure whose primary goal was to guide his children to success and righteousness. A public middle finger would seem to shatter this carefully constructed facade. This history suggests that if the flip was a planned moment for a television program, it was likely exaggerated for dramatic effect, a hyper-comedic climax to a staged argument over a trivial matter, like a poor investment choice or a messy apartment. However, the emotional context of the Chrisley family has become anything but trivial. Tornadoed the post-conviction turmoil, a new family dynamic. The most significant shift in the Chrisley family's reality began with the conviction and subsequent imprisonment of Todd and Julie Chrisley for bank fraud and tax evasion. This real-life crisis shattered the TV narrative and plunged the family into an unprecedented state of vulnerability and internal conflict. the period following their incarceration, which became the focus of the new docuseries The Chrisleys. Back to reality is where the true, unsung causes of genuine familial tension emerged. 1. The burden of responsibility. Following their parents' imprisonment, the entire burden of care for their younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe, Todd's adopted granddaughter, fell onto Savannah. Reports and episodes of their new show reveal that Savannah harbored immense resentment toward Chase for what she perceived as his lack of support and refusal to pick up the slack. Savannah's accusation: she claimed Chase was absent, not helping financially, logistically, or emotionally with the minors or the legal appeals. Chase's defense: Chase countered that Savannah wanted help on Savannah's time and ultimately desired to claim she did everything on her own, a desire for control that he couldn't abide. He also opened up about his own struggles with health and alcohol during this period, suggesting a personal breakdown he needed to address. If Todd's reported gesture took place after his release from prison, it could have been an incredibly heavy-handed reaction to this ongoing and very real sibling feud, not a scripted joke. 2. Todd's frustration as a parent, not a performer. The search results indicate that Todd, even from prison, was deeply troubled by the divide between Chase and Savannah, calling their fighting the greatest form of disrespect to him and Julie. The mediator's failure. Todd's brand of control was always about performance and dictation, not emotional mediation. Seeing his children genuinely estranged and unable to band together, in his absence would have been a catastrophic failure in his eyes. The flip as a sign of despair. A middle finger, in this non-TV context, moves from a comedic prop to a gesture of profound parental disappointment and exasperation. It would signify Todd having exhausted all his usual rhetorical tactics and resorting to the ultimate crude dismissal. I am done with your inability to get over your own drama. It could have been directed at Chase for failing to be the supportive elder brother Savannah desperately needed, or perhaps even for perceived self-centeredness during a critical family crisis.